Hi everybody, this is Tara Love Perry and welcome to day 13 of Birthing into the Light Body. Today I'm going to be talking about the heart. Now we've been doing a journey from the spirit, the great spirit of you, the all that you are, as you incarnate and manifest into this physical form, into this dense matter of being that is mortal and is temporary and yet still matters, vitally important to you. And now the energy, the journey is on the way back up from your very essence, from your very being, from your matter, as you move from that mother energy, the divine feminine energy, back up towards the all that you are, the spirit. So I've been describing this incredible relationship that happens between your divine masculine element of spirit and your divine feminine element of your emotions and your body, your water and your earth. And how these two seemingly completely opposing energies, one immortal and infinite, one mortal and finite, masculine and feminine, so poles apart, how they're both absolutely needed and required to create you, to create this whole human living experience. And so the last video I made, day 12, was about the solar plexus, ultimately to do with will, to do with power, to do with action, and manifesting, doing in the world, making practical, putting into action what we feel and what we think. And very much so in the masculine and feminine realms, this can be a point of absolute struggle and even all-out war. And I have an opinion about this with all the stories that I've read from people's soul energies and from their soul memories of the battles between masculine and feminine seem to me to be the ultimate battles, the ultimate war that happens on this earth and has been going on for many, many thousands of years. So the masculine will is about surrendering that love. It's the masculine energy is about giving in, coming into form, giving into being. And so that will must be surrendered for the love and for the inspiration to pour down through into the body, into the feeling, into this human earthly realm, and actually into the feminine as well, and into the female. And the feminine energy, as we come back up, rising in our power. It's not so much a giving in, it's more of a giving up. We become empowered women when we give back, when we're first given to by the masculine or by spirit. Literally, we need to be given to be alive. We need to have receptivity to spirit for us to even exist. If we stopped receiving spirit, if we resisted spirit, for instance, if you hold your breath or you don't want to be alive, your body will diminish, you will perish. It's vital to receive from the divine masculine and from the masculine. And so from the feminine, having received and been given to and gone through this incredible process of creation that we've been talking about and becoming, the next step from being allowed and becoming is empowering, and that means giving back what you've created. And that's men and women. It's just the feminine element. Giving back, giving up, giving out, sharing. And we as women know that we're really good at doing that. That's our natural innate instinct to do so. So to relinquish that power back over to the masculine, and for the masculine to relinquish that power in down to the feminine, that's how we work, by giving that power to one another. And when we try and take that power for ourselves, we get all-out war. And then as we move into the heart center, that literally tears our heart apart. That's what breaks your heart. That's what just causes so much heartache, is when we want to rise and meet in love, and yet we're battling in a power struggle with each other. Who's right? Who's wrong? Who's going to give first? Who's receiving more or taking more than they should? So much, about who's dominant, who's wearing the trousers, and the passive and active roles of the masculine and feminine. So when we can really allow that harmony within our own selves if you take that personally, where you're not in a power struggle with yourself, between your body and your spirit, between your mortality and your divine self. You're not struggling with God and you're not struggling with your body. You're just mutually empowering the other thing. Then you rise into this space of absolute love. And as we know from being children, we thrive in an environment of absolute love. We cease to thrive when there's a power struggle happening between the masculine and feminine. When there's a power struggle happening between our mother and father, for instance. We can feel completely broken, as if those two parts of us, our mother and father parts, separate like a broken heart, and there we are in this space in the middle, or fractured, or feeling like we have to take that side, or then that side, and then that side, and then that side, and this total split in the psyche takes place, and a split in the heart energy. So we find it very difficult to feel at peace, to feel at one, to know the harmony of both masculine and feminine, because it's what we've learned from our parents, it's what we learned from a young child. It can also be what we experienced completely unconsciously or subconsciously, unconsciously mostly. Most people don't remember their conception, but that conception, the way that we talked about that before, the way that two people come together to conceive a child, if there's absolute love there, that energy of absolute love will be imbued, it will be incarnated into your child. If there's a power struggle, if there's a taking sides of love, if there's a battle going on between you, and your love is conditional, dependent on what the other person gives you or doesn't give you, or behaves in a certain way or doesn't behave in a certain way, that causes a tear. And you will incarnate that into your child, and the child will feel it in their conception, in the gestation, in the womb experience, and in the birth, and in the childhood. Now, ultimately, we are all divine children. We are all child of the Absolute Spirit, the Infinite, and we are child of the Mother Earth, the Being. And somewhere in between, that is perfect. That existence is perfect. This opportunity, this moment now is perfect. This tiny little slice called now. The what is, right now, is perfect. And in that space, not your conditioning, not your past, not your environment, but within is the gateway to that heart of a child. To have that heart of a child, complete innocence, complete receptivity, and yet also with the courage to take the step in. It's both. It's both giving and receiving, without measuring, without weighing. It's both actions, the divine feminine, masculine in harmony. Stepping into the heart, leaving the baggage. Be willing to receive. Be willing to just be in the stillness of the absolute isness of your being. Now, a lot of masters, if not all the masters, have said that the way to the kingdom of heaven is by having the heart of a child. Having that total faith, having that total trust. Uncluttered, pure, innocent. And they're not talking necessarily about lifestyle. They're just talking about your heart. Every human being has that opportunity, has that potential to tap back in and experience that pure isness, whatever name you want to put on that, just to exist. Feel the power of existence, or the stillness of existence, however you experience it. It can be both. The all and the nothing, existing in harmony. The divine masculine and feminine existing in harmony. Absolute love, unconditionality. So, what could you do for yourself today that would be unconditionally loving? What conditions of love do you impose on yourself and on others around you. Think about your upbringing, think about your mother and father, think about how it felt for you as a child and what you learned about love from your parents. And what you'd be willing to let go of, or what you'd be willing to surrender or forgive or release, so that you may enter the heart of the child within you. If that's valuable to you, if that means something, for that peace, for that serenity. So, I wish you happiness, I wish you peace, I wish you supreme, ultimate contentment and joy. And have a very beautiful day. And tomorrow I'll be speaking to you again about the throat chakra, from the base up, from your essence up, communicating from your divine essence. Don't forget to check my website for details on all the courses and workshops and sessions, one-to-one sessions, psychic readings, all that kind of thing that I do. It's www.taraloveperry.com. And I really look forward to hearing from you and meeting you soon. Blessings, everybody. Take care.